What's happening, YouTube? Welcome to another N62 V8 video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to change the spark plugs and the coil packs on an N62 4.4 liter V8. First, let's remove the vanity cover from the top of the engine. We'll remove the 4 torx bolts that secure it to the top of the motor. Next, we'll remove the 2 vanity covers. There's one on each side that just pops in above each valve cover. And we'll need a torx socket to remove the hold down clips that hold down the coil packs. Now there are 2 of these clips. There's one for the first 2 cylinders and then a second clip for the rear 2 cylinders. So let's take our torx socket and remove that clip. And I'll link up these torx sockets in the description below. Now with that coil pack bracket removed, we can lift up the clip on the first coil pack and slide the electrical connector out of the coil pack. Wiggle it side to side and pull straight up. This is a good time to inspect the rubber boots on the end of each coil pack, and if they're cracked or damaged, now's a good time to replace them. Next, we'll use our spark plug socket to remove the first spark plug. Once it's loose, we'll thread it out the rest of the way by hand. Here are the NGK laser platinum plugs that I'll be installing into this car, and as always I will link those up in the description below. And here's a closer look at the new plug versus the old one. And actually the old plugs didn't look all that bad. We'll thread in the new plug carefully by hand. Always do it by hand first. Then we'll torque it down the rest of the way with a ratchet. I like to take a small dab of silicone dielectric grease and put it in the end of the coil pack. This helps prevent any corrosion and ensures a good connection. We'll slide the coil pack back into place, pushing it all the way down until it has a secure seal. Then we'll slide our electrical connector into the coil pack, and as we're pushing it in, we will push the clip down at the same time until it locks into place. Okay, time for spark plug number 2. Same process. And finally, we'll reinstall the metal clip that holds down the front 2 coil packs. Now onto the rear 2 cylinders. Again, we'll remove the metal clip that holds the coil packs securely into place with our torx socket. Now for the rear 2 cylinders, there's a water valve with 2 coolant lines going to it, which is sort of in the way and makes it difficult to remove the coil packs from the cylinder head. We can just lift up on this, no need to disconnect anything or unbolt anything. It just lifts straight up out of the rubber mounting brackets, and we can maneuver it and manipulate it carefully out of the way so that we can allow space to remove the coil pack. And again, we will repeat the process of removing and replacing each spark plug and coil pack one at a time. I always recommend to just do this one at a time so you don't mix anything up. There's no need to mark or label anything, and it just makes the whole process much easier. Okay, onto the passenger side cylinders. Again, we'll carefully lift up and wiggle around the plastic vanity cover and remove it from the top of the valve cover. And finally, we'll work on the remaining 2 rear cylinders on the passenger side of the car. And these aren't any more difficult than the other 6 cylinders, but you may have to get a little bit creative with some extensions and taking the extensions apart in order to get everything in and out easily. If you have any trouble or have any questions, just drop me a comment down in the description below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Next, I'll take some dielectric grease to lubricate the plastic nubs underneath the vanity cover. That will help the plastic nub pop into the rubber mounting point on top of the valve cover. And finally, we'll reinstall the plastic engine cover and install the 4 Torx screws that hold it into place.